garden doing some final things before I go inside. I wanted to share with you what I'm doing because I am starting to notice a difference in the soil. And what I mean by that, so if you're new to the channel, my name is Auyanna of Auyanna Plants, and we teach new and beginner gardeners how to start, grow, and maintain a flourishing garden. And we have been in this property, it will be a year in July. But as y'all know, when we first moved here, we got the raised beds built because the soil, it was a whole bunch of, like it still is clay. It's not a whole bunch of clay. It still is a lot of clay. So that was one of the reasons why we kind of just went ahead and went with the raised bed so that we can go ahead and get started growing. But this was our phase 1, and we've been doing some planting today. However, when I ran out of room in phase 1, planting a lot of the fall and cool weather plants and flowers, then I felt like I wasn't done and I needed more space. So I started to go in ground, which is where I grew a lot of collards and pansies right here. When I dug these two areas right here, y'all, I'm telling you right now, the soil was straight red Georgia clay. And it was hard. Like I described it to somebody, it actually put me in the mind of Play-Doh. And so what I did, and now I am about to get ready to plant like 3 plants really quick before I go in. But what I did when I didn't till the soil. I just took the shovel and removed the grass. So what I did was after I removed all the grass, I added like compost, and I also added some gypsum to the soil. And I will tell you, it was kale here. It grew really well. Like it grew nice. But now I'm going to pop 3 plants right here in the back, 3 flowers. And I was removing the soil back, or removing the straw mulch, removing the soil back, and I'm starting to see a difference. I'm starting to see a difference, and that's what it's all about. So y'all remember, I always tell you that what you do want to do is you want to build soil, and you want to build healthy soil over time, but it does take time. But just within those few months, y'all, you could still see the Georgia red clay. Yes, you can. But this is what I said about this. It is so many earthworms in this soil. It's a lot. So I'm glad about that. When you see earthworms, that's good. But when I first started to get the grass out and dig this soil in, I could not even put my shovel down in here. So again, I've added gypsum, I've added compost, and now I'm about to pop 3 plants in here, and I could just see, like, slowly but surely, I'm still going to keep adding compost, but slowly but surely, I'm going to get this soil to where it needs to be. But I'm just happy now that I can at least take my hand trowel and just, work the soil just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is put a little bit of plant tone in here, and we're going to pop our plants up. But just seeing the difference here is so it's so amazing just within a few months of time. And so that's why I said you got to continue to build your soil. That's what it's all about, until you get the right consistency and the right soil that you were looking for, which, the ideal soil is like a loamy soil, y'all. But I'm telling you, if I were to just take a piece of the soil right now that's in another part that I haven't broke ground with yet, you will see the clay. And it's hard clay. I was seriously thinking about, I've just been using like the shovel and everything, but I was thinking about seriously just renting a tiller and just till up the whole backyard and then just start planting. But I'm trying to do different things in phases so that I can keep a little bit of sanity at least and not just overwhelm myself. But I just wanted to share this with you really quickly to let you know, like, I'm so happy to see that I can now take my hand trowel and I can go down in the soil now versus when we first removed the grass, I could not even do that at all. So I'm going to continue to try to condition it, try to add great nutrients to it, and try to get it to where it's a nice loamy soil. But again, the great thing about it is I always see earthworms in here. So we're just gonna, I have so many leftover plants that I'm just popping in. I'm popping in different plants, and I think there'll be like a pretty combination. I'll show you this bed really quick. So we got our sunstripe squash that's growing. And what my friend and I are doing is we're trying a new method because in the Savannah area, I used to always have a problem with the squash vine borers. Now, what I will tell you is today I hand picked off a squash bug. He tried me. He tried me like at 2 o'clock today. So I saw him and I picked him off. But what I have been doing is trying to train it in this trellis right here, but I've been cutting off, if you can see, cutting off some of the lower leaves so that it can really harden up this stem so that if we do get squash vine borers, they can't, the stem is hard where you can't bore in it. Now, what I will tell you is so far, so good. And then I'm also doing the same. I put some zinnias in the back of this one. So I'm also doing the same for this zucchini plant right here. And I see we got 1, 2, 3, hold on. If y'all can see, we got 3 that is coming, and I trimmed off 3 of the bigger leaves today. It's kind of hard keeping them in these trellises, but so far so good. Because what I will tell you is in Savannah, probably about this time, I used to get a few before the squash vine borers really took over, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So far so good with it. So every week, maybe like this morning, I took off 3 of the big stems that were down here. If you could see, that's like 1 right here. So I took off 3 and they seem to be doing okay. What I am going to do, just in case, is go ahead and plant a couple of more seeds because zucchini and squash goes a long way. It does. And I don't want too many, but I do want to be able to enjoy some all summer long. But like I said, I saw something crawling over here. Oh, look at there. Here is a, look, y'all. Hold on. I see them. I got to put my gloves on, though. I did kill a squash bug today, but I don't know if this is, no, that doesn't look like the leaf-footed bug right here. You probably can't see, and I'm going to try not to drop the phone, but I do see something. Hold on. Hold on a minute. And I don't want him to get away. Do y'all see him? Right. Oh, where is he at? Right. Oh, man. I'm trying to point right here. You see him? Y'all see him right here? So we just gonna go and take him out. That's why I had to put on my gloves. We got a lot of peel bugs too, and a lot, yeah, I think this is a squash bug too. I think that was a squash bug. So we just gonna go and take him out. Yep. Okay, and I got one off there today, so I'm really keeping an eye on what's going on. So we'll just really keep an eye on that. But yeah, I think that was a squash bug. Because we used to have a lot of leaf-footed bugs that were in Savannah. I call these roly-polies. What do y'all call them? A lot of people call them peel bugs. But we used to call them roly-polies when we were little. But we do have a lot of the peel bugs right here, which I don't think they do too much damage. But we've been having a lot of beetles as well. But I'm really trying to just be careful so that we can get squash and zucchini. But I did want to show y'all the soil. It's looking really well, really good. I'm in Massachusetts. My plants are a bit smaller. Okay. I think if it heats up, what are your temperatures right now? Conscious Machine 413. What are the temperatures? I think because, and the reason why I asked that is these started off a little bit smaller. Now we're in like the upper 80s, and I feel like they are starting to take off. I actually went ahead and did a liquid feed with this one today because I popped in some zinnia plants that I had left over. But tomorrow, I probably won't do it today. Maybe I will do it tonight before I go in. I'll do a liquid feed for this one too. But it says, okay, I get problems with powdery mildew. Yeah, that's known. And what I do for powdery mildew is I take like half milk, like half whole milk and half water, and just kind of spray down the plant. There are also some other organic products that you can use for powdery mildew as well. Um, so hopefully that will help. I hope that'll help. And the end rot, that could be that could be several issues. Just keep an eye on it. I would say that because what I did at the beginning, so once I pulled these up, I just kind of amended the soil with some garden tone, and then I planted everything there. But I have been coming in about twice a month with a liquid feed that I'm trying. And I think I put it on a video, but I'm not endorsing it yet because I'm just documenting everything. Like, I don't like endorsing stuff and sharing it with you all until I'm like, yes, I can tell a difference. I can see if this works. Um, Let me see. It's been 80s for a few days, but it's going to be okay, yeah. So maybe if it heats up just a little bit more, you'll probably see a difference. And then it also depends on the like the nutrients and the fertility in your soil as well. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because the yellow squash, you see how it's starting off small. If you can see that one, it's starting off small. I'm hoping it'll get bigger. But the zucchini, like this started growing, like literally, this started growing maybe 2 days ago. So I'm really trying to keep my eye on that. But I also noticed two more that are growing too. And then I don't know if I put up a video or not. I'm glad you said that. I'm super excited about, I'm like you, I'm super excited about my cucumbers as well. I've been trying to train these, but we're getting lots of the, do you see them? Do y'all see them? Lots of the cucumbers. And then we got this one right here that's growing. And then we got one growing right here. This one didn't get, I don't think that one got germinated. Maybe, maybe not. But I really have been trying to like come in. Like I like to try to come in and train them just a little bit to wrap around right. But sometimes they take the tendrils and they tend to do what they want to do. So, and the reason why I say that is because, okay, I'm going to try to like wrap it that way. Let's see if it'll wrap around. Plants are smart. But the reason why I say that is because I have these petunias here that I really wanted to trail over, and they keep going over here to the banana peppers. And I'm like, don't go over there bothering them. Come back like every day. And you can see the growth habit of it. Like it really wants to flop back over here. But I'm like, will you please just trail over? Just trail over a little bit. That's what I'm really trying to get it to do. I'm like you. And Conscious Machine 413. I'll probably go live tomorrow or maybe Thursday. I got a package. Burpee seeds, they still may have it. They took it off for like 2 days and then they put it back on, but they were having their seeds for 50% off. And so I specifically got a honey bush cucumber that I want to try. And it's like 55 days. So I'm going to probably in the morning go ahead and plant that. And then we'll get that growing because 55 days will be here before you know it. Hey Shirley, how are you? And then really quick, I'll show y'all the Armenian cucumbers that are sprouting up, and also the marigold that have that the slugs have ate. They literally just eating them up. And I put diatomaceous earth down. It rained last night. And then like over here, this is like the only one I have left that it looks like it's on its last leg. And this one, so now I'm like, okay, they've got to get bigger before I put them out. But I did throw some Armenian cucumber seeds in here, and they're starting to come up. These were a little bit older. Now see, I didn't put that one right there. You see how seeds just want to do what they want to do? I didn't put that over there. I promise y'all I didn't. But I put like 3 per maybe few inches, and then I'll thin them out when I see which one is the strongest. And the reason why I did this is because these seeds are a little bit older. I think they're from 2022, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I say, as long as you not all seeds. I find that my onion seeds don't last as long. Maybe they're about a year or a year and a half, so they don't last as long. But a lot of my tomatoes and cucumber seeds, things like that, they will they will they will be okay. But what I did to try to improve the germination is, you could see that I planted 3, and look, we got 3 here, 2 coming up here, 1 may come up tomorrow, and then look, 3 right here. So the germination rate is still really good, but I'm excited to see that like trellis up. Slugs are serious here. Yeah, so what I do for the slugs is, and I think I just put up a short today too, Conscious Machine 413. We use food grade diatomaceous earth. And see what I had been doing, and I'll show you, because a lot of people, it was one, I was going to do a video and say, y'all, my whole garden is about to be white. But I did this today for my peppers. So I put the diatomaceous, the food grade diatomaceous earth on here. You see how I have it on this marigold right there? You could do that, but the other day, what I did, it's getting harder to find, but I actually went into Ace Hardware, and I saw 3 on the shelves. So I got some Sluggo. They're like little pellets. So I got those, and I sprinkled them down. I did like a double whammy. So I sprinkled them down. Then I put the diatomaceous earth on there. And because when I plant in ground like this, I have a real bad problem with the slugs when I'm planting in ground. And the reason, it really surprised me that they are climbing up here. I caught 2 over here in the act. Like, I caught 2 slugs over here, just, I guess, eating away, just eating away. So now I know what to do. Is I'm going to start, I have started some more marigold seeds, but what I'm going to do is let them get a pretty good size before I actually put them down. Not like in a seedling phase, but these had about 4. You see how they just took those down, and that happens. So now I'm noticing that the slugs are really a problem here. I'll just be honest with y'all, and I can always tell because they leave their little slime behind. And I know that that is them bothering us. Let's see. I just found some sneaky cute sprouting where I didn't put them. Yeah, sometimes they will self seeds. They will definitely self seeds. But yeah, if y'all are looking for some seeds, and I don't know if it's just today only or what, but I did take advantage. They said it was a Memorial Day sale, 50% off burpee seeds. Then they took it off, and I saw this morning where it says 50% off seeds. So I got a couple of things that I'm going to plant now, but I also got a couple of fall vegetables from them that I want to plant. Let me see. Do you have radishes? I had them. I grow radishes more so in the fall, in the spring. They started bolting and going to seed. So we're in Georgia, zone 8A. It was a little bit too hot for the radishes that I was growing, because I saw that they were starting to go to seed. So I normally plant those like in the fall time, and then also in the springtime as well with my radishes. But I promise y'all, thank you, Conscious Machine 413. Totally understand. But I promise I'm not going to keep y'all very long. I just wanted to share with you, just by me adding gypsum to my soil, And that's a soil conditioner, and the gypsum actually helps to break up clay soil, because I'm telling y'all, this was like Play-Doh. So I added gypsum. I also added some compost. And so now I mean, I still got some ways to go. Don't get me wrong. But I promise y'all, when I started this area, I could not do this right here. Like, I couldn't do that at all. At all. You still see some clay, and that's fine. Clay hold minerals, which is okay, and they do hold a lot of earthworms, but I'm glad to see that. So that's what I really wanted to share with y'all. Like, slowly but surely, if y'all don't hear anything else that I say, try to build your soil. Try to build it over time. Try to make sure you add nutrients. If you're not sure, you can do things like contact your local extension office and get a soil test. They'll tell you what nutrients to add. But just try to build your soil over the time, because when you build good, healthy soil, the soil is going to take care of the plants. So let me get done before it gets dark, y'all. I'm going to pop these 3 plants in here. I am going to water them. I got to fill my grow Oya up, because that's been helping me out a whole lot. I'm going to fill that up, and then I'm going to turn in for the night. So thank you all so much for joining me. Y'all be safe, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, y'all.